Here with the first look at the Ping i230. This landed yesterday. So this is the latest offering from the i series with Ping, replacing the i210 and the previous i200, which have been incredibly successful irons, really good kind of forgiving players iron. So more about consistency than raw distance. And what's great to see is that Ping have actually developed that product and not lost that element of control and flight that we're so used to seeing from this product. It's something that over the years we've done a lot with the i200, i210 in fittings, where we're actually requiring a little bit of flight and retention of spin rather than just the low spin bombs that a lot of the products on the market are now. And there are a lot of players who hit that little bit of flatter ball flight that need help keeping the ball airborne rather than just going down to a 7-9 as opposed to a 6. So the I series product has always been very good at that, and this is going to be no different. So what we're seeing here, take this up to camera, is there's a change in the back which we'll come on to. They've worked on the bounce. They've worked on a few aspects of the head. So primarily the big element of this is within the badge at the back here. So Ping have always used a badge in the back just below the kind of the weight base at the bottom of the club head. Partly to tune the head. So the elastomer is quite a soft insert previously, helped to dampen the sound and keep the feel soft, but also supported the face. What they've done here is internally within that section, there's still a cutaway, looking at the head here, cutaway within the frame, but by taking that badge off and going, this is a kind of a thinner, if I can get the sound, it's an elastomer plastic backing. They've enabled to lose 21 grams out of that weight pad at the back. So that allows them to undercut and then put more weight into the sole. So more, like all the companies are talking about discretionary weighting, putting weight in the place of the head which they really want to. So for Ping, that means we've got a tungsten port on the toe, and there's a tungsten port right in the bottom of the hosel bed here. So that spreads the weight, heel and toe, gives them stability. So you're taking 20 odd grams out of that centre of the back and redistributing. And what Ping have always been very good at is consistency, repeatability. And that only accentuates and is enhanced with that design principle. There is still an elastomer insert within the frame of the head, and what that does is, again, tunes the sound a little bit, but also they're calling it a sort of a rebound. It's got I will find the terminology for you just so I get it right. They're calling it an elevated impact experience, which essentially what it does is it offers a little bit of give and rebound. So it's putting the energy back into the face. So it helps retain ball speed. Now, minor, but every little bit helps. And Ping, being an engineering company, always going to go for those small wins. One of the things that's noticeable with the head is it's a fairly compact head, heel to toe. So 6 iron, 7 iron, 8 iron, 9 iron pitch wedge are all the same frame size as the i210. 3, 4 and 5 irons are actually a little bit smaller. So visually, to look down on, it's actually quite a compact head. It's quite a neat head shape. Again, retained, looking at the top line, retain that bit of chamfering and beveling on the back edge, which when you look down, you only really see the top of it. So it looks quite a clean, neat club head. And then on the bottom side, what they've also done is developed the leading edge profile. So there's still a decent bit of bounce at the back edge, but that rounded leading edge gives a bit of protection on softer turf. So that helps that turf interaction, helps the consistency of strike. So it's a minor progression, but that's only going to help. One of the other aspects of this head is that the standard loft on the 7-9 is 33 degrees, so 6 iron at 29.5. That's sort of modern day standards pretty weak. So again, helping get some flight. They do their power spec at 2 degrees stronger and the retro spec at 2 degrees weaker. So if you go retro spec, you can actually get a 7-iron at 35 degrees, which is unheard of nowadays. But actually, we do a lot of sets where we need the 7-iron at 33, 34, 35 degrees for players. So it gives us a head that retains some forgiveness, retains a nice sort of clean player's profile. The internal workings stop the head sounding kind of harsh and tinny, but also retains some ball flight. So this is not a head designed purely at just cannoning distance. It's designed to retain some flight. So I've done a few shots just to get a base bit of data, which if we can look through that shot data, what you see on the shot that's on the screen now, with a launch angle of best part of 19 degrees and spin at 5.9, that's a very kind of upper mid-launch, mid-spin profile. So there's plenty of height, up over 100 foot for this swing. Plenty of height and plenty of landing angle. The bit that really stands out to me over this batch of hits is if we kind of focus on that smash factor here, shot to shot, 137, 137, 136, 136, 137, one a little less at 135. They're all, that one, 136, it's very, very, very consistent in terms of the output I'm getting relative to input. And that really is one of the elements of this head that they're trying to achieve. The consistency of ball speed, consistency of shot pattern. The tolerances on ball speed, on distance is 2 yards. And I haven't done a lot of warming up. These are just a few swings just to see what it does. tolerance on spin, 300 revolutions. So and half a degree on launch angle. It's a very consistent performing product. And as such, I think Ping have thankfully done a great job and have developed a product as they always do, rather than massively change it. And considering the time frame between the i210 being available and this coming out, for us fitters, we're really quite relieved that this is the performance off of it. So overall, not going to be necessarily the longest club head you're testing out, but definitely going to be one of the most consistent. So we've got the Ping fitting head here. We're getting our own heads from launch day to be around the 4th, 5th of November. We should get the heads around that date to then put into our own fitting system as well. And we will be then doing comparison between the i230, 525, i59, just to give that kind of full spread on what each head does relative to one another as well. So look that one up when that comes out. But really excited to see these in, and we look forward to getting fitting with them. Great product from Ping.